What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fam, 49er gang? It's your boy 49er Dion here, back with another video, man. So first off, man, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications so you can keep yourself up to date on any and everything San Francisco 49ers. With that being said, let's get right into it. So this is just a post-game reaction from our beatdown of the New York Football Giants. Now I know what you're saying. It's the Giants, so it's expected. Yes, but a lot of y'all were doubters. A lot of y'all were doubters out there about Nick Mullins. So I'm here to tell you, Nick Mullins did his damn job today, and we made it happen, Captain. Yes, sir. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over just the drives in general throughout the quarters and let y'all know pretty much how it went. You know what I'm saying? So first quarter, 49ers had 10 plays. We started at the SF-25, went 41 yards, controlled the ball for 5 minutes 17 seconds. Boom, three to nothing. Jets get the ball, fumble. We get the ball back. Next thing you know, field goal. So 6 to nothing. Then Jets get the ball, they drive down the field, field goal 6-3. Second quarter. Oh, Robbie Gould missed the field goal. Second quarter, Robbie Gould misses a field goal. Then next thing you know, Jets get a field goal. So they tied up 6-6 at this point. And next thing you know, touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 10 yards for the TD, 13-6. McKinnon has been playing amazing, people, and he scored a touchdown in every single game. If he keeps this up, the man is on track for 16 TDs. I'm just saying, 16 TDs ain't too damn bad. Guy looks really good, man. So next thing you know, interception, by us, Fred Warner. Nice little pick off right there, man. Daniel Jones, short pass right intended for Evan Ingram, intercepted by Fred Warner. So we turned that into another 3 points. So on 2 turnovers, we only scored 6 points. But the thing is, we actually scored off of the turnovers. We didn't let it fall by the wayside and not score anything. I would have rather both of them turned into touchdowns, but I'll take field goals in the same instance, because that was definitely the biggest thing that we needed to do as far as that stuff is concerned. So next up, we have a field goal. We scored that 16-6. Then end of the half. So we go into the third quarter. Giants score another field goal. So now it's 16-9. Next thing you know, Brandon Ayuk scores his first NFL TD, people. First NFL TD from Brandon Ayuk, man. And I believe that was him on the... Yes, Brandon Ayuk ran that one in, man. They started to use Ayuk on the jet sweep today. So you imagine a double jet sweep with Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. It's not fair. It truthfully is not fair, people. You put Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel on a double Nah, man, it's not fair. Because the thing about Brandon Ayuk is shifty and slippery, and he doesn't go down with the first hit. Deebo just runs hard. So you already know his speed is going to catch you slipping, but then he just will bolt on you. So Brandon Ayuk scores a TD. Giants get it back. Turnover on downs after 5 plays. Next thing you know, we get the ball back. Touchdown. Nick Mullins. You know what I'm saying? Short pass to Jeff Wilson Jr. So we made that up 29-9. So, at this point, it's like, all right, we cruising along. Fourth quarter comes. We make them punt again. Next thing you know, another touchdown. By who? Jeff Wilson Jr. And where was he at? On the 2-yard line. This is what we're supposed to do, people. This is the person that handles the goal line duties for this team. No one else. You don't need Raheem. You don't need Jerick. You don't need Tevin. You don't need Jermichael. You need Jeff. When you're on the goal line, Jeff Wilson Jr.'s number is the one you call. And that was it, man. And after that, Giants fumble. Couple plays, man. We drain the clock. Game over. You know what I'm saying? So we went through that pretty quickly here, man. And it was actually very, very simple. But the beauty of it for me is that we won this game and we did it, in a beautiful way. So first quarter we scored 6, second quarter we scored 10, third quarter we scored 7, and in the fourth quarter we scored 13 points. So that every quarter we scored, every quarter we had at least a total of a touchdown. So the 6, of course, came from 2 field goals, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to make sure that you are understanding that we went and we did the damn thing, man. We did the damn thing. So I am very, very happy with what we had and what we did. Like, it was not, anything that we could have done better, man. Nick Mullins, 25 out of 36, 343 yards, 1 TD, no interceptions. I'll take that. Jerick McKinnon, 14 carries, 38 yards, but he had a TD. I'll take it. Brandon Ayuk, 3 carries, 31 yards, had a TD. I'll take it. Jeff Wilson Jr., 12 carries, 15 yards, 1 TD. I don't even care right now. Like, these numbers and figures ain't bothering me at all. Like, at some point, I'm pretty sure there's people going, man, look at how low the rushing total was. If you're scoring, who gives 2 fucks about a rushing total, people? I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. So, for me, I was very happy with that. You know what I mean? 93 yards in total rushing. But we had 3 touchdowns. I don't need a 100-yard rusher. I don't need all that. If you can get the scores, you could have 2 yards for all I care. You could have negative yard. If you're scoring and putting us up on the opponent, I don't care. Nick Mullins came in there slinging the rock, doing exactly what he needed to do. So you got to think about it like this. We had a total of technically 31 carries to 36 passes. So you got to think of that. It was a very balanced offense. I thought they would go more run heavy because they were trying to ease Nick in. No, they went a little bit more, just a slight bit more pass heavy, probably like maybe a percent or 2. But the beauty of it is that these guys did what they needed to do. They won the game. You know what I'm saying? Our receivers, Brandon Ayuk, leading receiver, 5 catches, 70 yards. Next up, KB, 4 catches, 63 yards. Jeff Wilson Jr., 3 catches, 54 yards, man. 1 TD. That's how it worked. Ross Dwelly, who looked like he was balling. The man was doing his thing. 4 catches, 49 yards. Jerick McKinnon, 3 catches, 39 yards. Jordan Reed, 2 for 23. He went out of the game, and they said he would not return with ankle and probably knee injury. I think they just took him out because they were like, we're not about to risk this shit. We don't have time for this crap. We're not going to have another player go down on this goddamn field. Forget it, Jordan. You're shut down for the day. We're already up. We'll be fine. We'll just let Ross handle the rest of this. And Ross did. Ross Dwelly did damn well. Muhammad Sanu, 1 catch, 9 yards. Trent Taylor, 1 catch for 20 yards. He fought for that yardage, too. Trent fought for that. Jermichael Hasty, 1 catch, 9 yards. Juice, one catch, 9 yards. So Jordan Reed was the only person who got targeted a lot, who didn't really make the most of his catches. He was targeted 6 times, but he only caught 2 passes. So, it happens. Now, KB was targeted 6 times. He only caught 4. But that was because Bradbury, man, I don't even know who this kid is, but he was all over KB, man. That was frustrating. And then Brandon Ayuk, 5 catches out of 8 targets. So you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody caught the ball. We don't have this one guy that does every single thing for us. That's how we work. We spread the ball around, man. So Deion Jordan had the fumble recovery. Tarvarius Moore had a fumble recovery. And Marcel Harris forced 2 fumbles, people. 2 forced fumbles by Marcel Harris. Interception by Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? Dante Johnson, K'Wan Williams, Jaquaski Tart, Marcel Harris, and Javon Kinlaw all had passes defense. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we're supposed to do, man. So you got to look at it. We had Deion Jordan get a sack. Kerry Hyder got a sack. So there's 2 sacks in the game. It ain't nothing crazy. But, hey, it worked. We came out of here with a W. I can't tell you that it wasn't no worse. You know what I mean? And that's how that works. Now, the unfortunate thing is, of course, like I said, Jordan Reed went out, and then we lost Emmanuel Mosley. Emmanuel Mosley went out, and he was in concussion protocol. So we're going to have to hope that he can get back on the field. Jason Verrett, by all accounts, played very well. Rombo helped carry me through the game because I was on my way back from California. So I basically watched his show the whole time, and he was pretty much, my play-by-play guy. So shout out to Rombo Sports. If you don't know what that is, you better get to know him if you're a Niner fan. But we did real good, man. Robbie Gould, 3 out of 4. He hit all of his extra points, man. We just did what we were supposed to do. And that was the beauty of this, man. We had all of the plays that we needed to have. We made, things happen. Look at this, man. Big play, 20-yard pass from Nick Mullins to Trent Taylor, man. 14-yard pass from Nick Mullins to Kendrick Bourne. You know what I mean? The forced fumble. Looks like we had Daniel Jones fumbled and Deion Jordan recovered it. So he had a pretty good game. He had a fumble recovery and a sack coming fresh off the practice squad, where by all accounts, it was sounding like he was looking like hot shit on a stick, from training camp. That ain't bad. I'll take it. Hey, yes, it was against the Giants, but I don't care. Production is production. It doesn't matter who it's against, man. You're playing an NFL team. These guys, in some way, shape, or form, have been told that they are ready and they are worthy of being NFL players. So even though it's the Giants and the team ain't the greatest, you got to go ahead and respect that. So, you know what I'm saying? We got that. Jerick McKinnon's been balling. He's been doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at the guy. Just based off of his scrimmage yards, you got McKinnon with 38 yards carrying the ball, and then you got him another 39 yards receiving. And he had his TD. It's the one thing about this offense. You're never going to find a solo dude that's just exploding unless you have your George Kittle in there. You know what I mean? And the one thing is, when we get back healthy, people, it's going to be even worse. You got to think about it. We are doing this with no Dee Ford, no George Kittle, no Jimmy Garoppolo. Who else would be? No Deebo Samuel, no Richard Sherman, no Dre Greenlaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, we literally are missing player after player after player after player. And we still winning. That tells you this team is built to last. That tells you, when Rombo said some of our backups are starters amongst other teams, he wasn't lying. Jeff Wilson Jr. is a starter on another team. I can guarantee you, he could ball out. The man can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run the ball, and he runs hard. If you need a goal line back, it's the man to call. You call his number, he's going to go ahead and get you that TD. It's what he does. You see what I'm saying? So these are things that just happen, man. We continue to make plays and do the things that we need to do on every chance that we get. We don't give up, ridiculous, yardage to people. We had a couple of little situations. So, like for Daniel Jones, let's take a look. Daniel Jones, 17 out of 32 for 179 yards and an interception. He didn't throw a touchdown. We didn't allow it. That was great out of defensive coverage. He did have 49 yards rushing on us, but, every team is going to do that. Every team going to bootleg, move quarterback out the pocket, because they know once we collapse on that motherfucker, if you a stationary target, we'll get your ass. But if you are somewhat mobile, then you can move. And that's Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a little mobile. He ain't fast, but he can move. He moves a little bit. So Devontae Freeman, he only had 5 carries for 2 yards. Like, we didn't even really allow that much in yardage, people. So when you think about it, we allowed what? 66 yards total? That ain't nothing. I'll take that. And then 179 yards passing, who cares? And look at the totals. Darius Slayton, 3 catches, 53 yards. Golden Tate, 5 for 36. Damian Ratley, 1 for 29. Like, these are just pedestrian numbers. Neither team had a really big day on either side of the ball as far as rushing or receiving. But the thing is we scored so much they couldn't keep up, and we didn't allow them to score except for 3 field goals. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy with the way that we played, and I'm very happy with the things that we did. And they only had 2 sacks too. Blake Martinez had that sack. I actually saw that one. I was watching the game at that point. But we went out there. We did the damn thing, man. We did the damn thing. We come out with the W. Everybody, we only lost Jordan Reed, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be perfectly fine. I don't think there's going to be any issues or any real problems with Jordan Reed. And then with Eman Mosley, we just got to get him past concussion protocol, and we solid. And then next week, I believe Uncle Sherm should start practicing again, and I believe Debo should start practicing again. You see what I'm saying? Like, dudes are coming back, and if we could just hold out and keep these W's rolling until these dudes get back, we're fine. I guarantee you next week, George Kittle gonna play. I guarantee you next week, if they feel it's necessary and he is physically able to go, Jimmy Garoppolo will play. They were not about to put nobody on this field that they felt was valuable to the team and let them get injured. They just weren't. They just, nah, man. It's just, the NFL came in and said, well, the field is fine. Bullshit. Because if that field was fine, then you wouldn't have had that many rash of injuries on there. That was on 2 sides of the ball. That was on the Jets and on us. But hey, the NFL says it's great. It is what it is. So, quick notes from around the division. It was first thought that the Rams had won their game, but they actually lost. They came back on the Buffalo Bills. They did. They was getting their ass handed to them. At one point, it was 28-3. So Buffalo had them down. Next thing you know, I get an ESPN notification across my phone. Says the Rams won. I'm like, shit, man. I don't need these motherfuckers being 3-0. But what happens? Buffalo somehow came back, man. 35-32. So Buffalo wins that game. I'm all right with that because that makes them 2-1. So then, next thing that happens is Cardinals. I'm watching that game. Like, yo, I need the Cardinals to lose too. So, where are the Redbirds right now? I'm looking at the scores, y'all. Forgive me. Let me see. Okay, so they was playing Detroit. I watched the end of that one. So I'm looking like, yo, what's going on? Boom, Andy Isabella scored a touchdown. I'm like, fuck me. This is shit. Damn it, man. Come on. Y'all can't let Kyler win another one. But Matt Stafford drove him on down the field, baby. Drove him right on down the field. As soon as he drove them down the field, they scored. When they scored, that game was over. So they won 26-23. I watched the end of the Dallas and Seattle game. Dallas had every chance they could to win that fucking game. And what happened on the last play that Dak had a chance to do it, he was almost sacked. But Dak is an elusive quarterback, and he does not go down easily. You have to actually sack him. Like, you got to be on him, hold him, bring him down. So Dak scrambles out of the pocket. He gets up, and he heaves the ball downfield. Now, you know when a quarterback heaves it, there's a high probability of getting intercepted. And what happened? It was intercepted. So Seattle is the lone team in our division at 3-0. Next up, it will be the Rams, and then most likely Arizona, and then us. We're still at the bottom of the division because we lost to Arizona. So Seattle's 3-0 right now. Russell Wilson is balling out of his goddamn mind right now, man. That man he's had a back-to-back 5-pass TD game. So Russ out there balling, man. He doing his thing. But as far as our Niners go, we look good. We're perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? We got the Eagles coming up next. And I know I'm not seeing what I'm seeing right now. I know I'm not seeing this right now. Y'all, the Eagles just tied with the damn Bengals. The Philadelphia Eagles, fly high. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, Eagles, go. Just tied with the Bengals? The Eagles are 0-2-1. Neither team scored in the first. Philly scored 13 in the second, 3 in the third, 7 in the fourth. Since he scored 10 in the second, 7 in the third, 6 in the fourth. This ain't looking good for Carson Wentz right now, baby. Let me take a look at the stats. Oh, yeah. 29 completions out of 47 attempts. This motherfucker threw the ball 47 times. 225 yards, 1 TD, and 2 interceptions. The man leads the league in INTs this year, people. So anybody thinking, we should have at least 2 to 3 picks against this guy. He's going to throw the ball where it doesn't need to be. All we have to do is be right there to receive it and go ahead and get it rolling. That's it. I'll give y'all a preview on the Eagles throughout the week. I promise you it will be a lot sooner rather than later. Most of these games are already over, and I can go ahead and do my research and get everything together. I promise you I will have a detailed report on the Eagles. I will go back to normal where I give you the stats, numbers, and figures, and all that. But right now, this is not looking good, people. This is not good. Let me tell y'all something, man. So let me just go ahead and find old Carter. Let's find Mr. Wentz. Carson Wentz, 6'5", 237 pounds. He's been in the league 5 years. Let's take a look at Carson Wentz stats for this year, because he's looking pretty crappy. So Carson Wentz has a 59.85% completion percentage. He has completed 79 passes out of 132 passes that he's thrown. 737 yards, 5.6 yards per pass. Longest pass was 55 yards. He has 3 TDs and 6 interceptions. So he's got 8 plays of 20 plus yards. He's taken 11 sacks. His quarterback rating right now is 63.9. So here's a consistency that I'm seeing. His first year in the league, he threw 14 picks. It's ridiculously high. 16-14. But they murdered Jimmy G for his shit. Murdered him. And then, consistently, each year, 2017, 18, and 19, 7 picks. The man is already at 6, and we ain't even a quarter of the way through the season. We still got one more game before we get to the 4th game. And he already at 6? That's no bueno, people. That ain't no bueno, man. That's not good at all. So, that bodes well for us as far as that's concerned. Carson Wentz has 6 INTs right now, man. 6 of them. And I can tell you right now, oh, my bad, tied with the guy everybody else wanted us to get, Kirk Cousins. Bet you Kirk Cousins misses Stephon Diggs right about now. Diggs over there in Buffalo balling out. That motherfucker having fun. He winning. He ain't got no worries. He's actually got a solid D. I'm not to say the Minnesota's D was trash, because it wasn't. They had a very good D. They got a solid D. I like Kendricks. Some of my guys, one of my UCLA guys is over there, Anthony Barr. But yeah, man, just 6 interceptions, bro. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. Russell got 9 TDs, only 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like these numbers and figures, man. Numbers don't lie. The man has thrown, I believe, 2 picks every game. The Eagles are 0-2-1, about to go to 0-3-1. Because we gonna get in there and serve their ass, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know, man. No, sir. This is no bueno right now. This is no bueno. So it's going to be a ridiculous game next week. I believe we could put up another 39 points. And I do believe that we should go ahead and start Nick again. Let Jimmy rest, man. We got the Eagles and the Dolphins coming. Really? Do you really think we need Jimmy to beat either one of those teams? I don't believe we do. I really don't. I don't think we do. Not at all. I believe we should be able to handle the Eagles and the Dolphins, especially with the way Carson Wentz is playing. Oh, this should be a breeze. This should be a flat-out, full-on breeze. And I ain't talking about Drew. I mean, we should be able to handle the Eagles and Dolphins. The Eagles tied with the damn Bengals today, which was horribly pathetic. Let me see. Did the Dolphins play? They should have. Yes, Miami actually got a win, and they beat Jacksonville. Yeah, 31-3. And Ryan Fitzpatrick with his old ass was moving around. That motherfucker was running. Ryan Fitzpatrick, let me tell y'all what it is. Ryan Fitzpatrick had a couple of little runs. I said, okay, Ryan Fitzpatrick. He had actually 7 carries for 38 yards. That's 5.4 yards a carry. That ain't half bad. And he had a TD. That ain't half bad. You know. I mean, Dolphins have 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Not bad. Not bad at all. They ain't going to beat us, but I mean, hey. You know, 1 and 2 is better than 0 and 3. It's just what I'm saying right now. So you got to take a look at it, man, and take it with a grain of salt. Do we really need Jimmy for these next 2 games? And if Jimmy does come back, you probably just want him to come back for the Dolphin game. Because it just makes more sense. You know what I mean? I don't think we need him for any other reason, you know, outside of him just being fully healthy and he's able to go. I feel like these next 2 games are just too simple and too easy to win. You know what I mean? So let me take a look at the schedule because I'm trying to figure out if we at home. All right, so we're at home versus the Eagles. And we at home versus the Dolphins. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Just easy, baby. Real easy, man. You know. So, yeah, we at home versus the Eagles, the Dolphins, and the Rams. Then we got to go back to the East Coast and get to New England. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I say sit Jimmy for the Eagles game and the Dolphins game. Bring him back in. He'll have been at home. He's rested. We're already, you know what I'm saying, in the swing of things. We should be able to take care of the damn Rams and, I mean, the Dolphins and the Eagles handily. So we should be perfectly fine, people. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it for the video, man. Beautiful win, 36 to 9, 39 to 6. I lost it already. 36 to 9. I apologize. Beautiful win, easy dub. Another easy dub walking our way with Carson Wentz throwing the ball all over the place. Now here's the unfortunate case. I'm gonna give y'all a little taste, a little hint of what I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all about for the actual preview video for the Eagles versus the 49ers. Here's the kicker. We could possibly, if he keep playing like hot shit on a stick, they could screw us royally and throw in Jalen Hurts. If they do that, we're going to have a problem on our hands, guys, because we don't deal well with mobile quarterbacks. But that's it for the video, man. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so I can keep you up to date on any and everything San Francisco 49ers. Appreciate everyone who watches. Thank you for liking and subscribing. This is a passion of mine, and I really appreciate all of my guys. Appreciate my dog, John V, Rashad, Roy Boy, everybody, man. Everybody who watches, even if I didn't mention your name. I really appreciate everything that you do for me by just hitting that like and subscribe button. I know my thing hasn't blown up ridiculously crazy, but things take time, man. I'm going to grow mine organically. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see a little bit of interviews coming here and there. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I'm going to promise you this. I will, at the end of the season, because he will be a free agent next year, unless the 49ers do another tag, I will get an interview with Kendrick Bourne. Promise you that. I will get an interview with none other than KB. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. Stay faithful, stay blessed, stay in shape, continue to work out, take your vitamins. Fuck coronavirus. And I'm out.